game starts. Everything seems to be going according to plan. Soon our full party will dominate these low-level grunts. Although there were a few casualties on the way, that'll be just enough time before we move to the boss level. Yes, it's only a matter of time before their leader breaks into the great symbol of pieces. Oh, how I waited so long for this day. We prepared something in advance for such an occasion, to finally get a chance to wipe off that stupid, carefree grin All Might wears on his big, ugly mug. Oh, how I can just picture that all now. Part 7. Nomu appears. A duel for the ages. Still being held captive at the USJ, in the mountain zone during fighting, Kirishima was knocked back by a few villains. His hardening quirk can only block so many attacks all at once. He was pushed back into Mina and Ojiro.
Sorry guys, we're starting to lose a little crowd.
He was preferring to Mineta, having a cowering contest with Hercule behind him. Oh man, what do we do now? It's only an us, we're kids. You're the pro hero around here. And to make matters worse, Ojiro thought he'd throw his 2 cents in. Hey, yeah, I'm beginning to think you were all talk.
Hey, lay off the big guy, fellas. We're under a lot of stress over here as it is.
One goon figured he would get the jump on Mr. Satan, as he barely gave him enough time to dodge.
Hey, hold still.
Well, it was either now or never. May his teachings as a martial artist finally serve him well in a heated battle. Excelsior, Mr. Satan, we knew ye well.
Dynamite kick!
Much to his and the students' surprise, Hercule actually managed to send the goon flying straight into multiple ones just from that blow. Kirishima puts his hands on his hips, never even doubting the champ for a second.
See guys, told you he's the real deal, right Mr. Satan?
Oh yeah, totally meant to do that.
It did seem like it was going to be a piece of cake at first, like it was any other normal training simulation. However, things started to get real quickly, as Shigaraki unleashed Nomu on Mr. Ozawa. Just as 13 and Kotagiri were about to have their face-off, out from the entrances, burst open, what was thought out to be All Might was actually...
Gohan!
And not a moment too soon. Mina walks off to the side, still feeling a little dizzy from all that flying.
I'm just gonna take 5, cool? Cool.
Wait a second. That isn't All Might. The kid didn't really look like that much, other than having a theatrical entrance. Either way, Nomu will be sure to make quick work of his warm-up, before even a few words could be uttered about what happened next. In one quick motion, Gohan leaps over to Shoji, who was struggling under 7 henchmen, and for one simple flick of his wrist, he blasted them away with a burst of wind. As he uses his other hand to help his former rival back up.
Thanks, Gohan. Hope there were no hard feelings during training.
Hey, no problem, big guy. You really did give me a run for my money.
I'd beg to differ.
The almost invincible super hybrid tried to play it off like it really wasn't much of a big deal. Although from the way he already had the villains at his mercy, kinda wasn't helping his case. But at least he got to save 13, so yay! Still, Ida wasn't going to risk any chances, so he made his way out of a building to get reinforcements. This little pest was now becoming more of a problem than Shigaraki figured. It was time to send in Nomu. That was until Gohan started to charge them once more, with 2 fully loaded Masenkos ready to finish the job.
Masenko!
A portal pops open and practically pockets the Prodigy's perfectly executed attack. The beast charged at Gohan, with both powerhouses' punches pushing against each other in great parallel precision.
Did he just absorb my attack?
To enter that, another gate opens behind them. As Kotagiri redirected the Masenko back in its owner at point blank, which made him land into the nearest target, that being All Might, who caught him just in time. Gohan looks towards Mr. Satan, and then to the actual champ.
I can't keep this act up. All Might, I gotta go super.
Just hang in there a little more, kid. We can still win this at your base.
Shigaraki wasted no time taking advantage of this perfect opportunity. He had Kotagiri open another gate right in front of him, carrying Gohan's second Masenko.
Oh my!
Gohan!
Just as as I thought. He took the bait.
Once the dust had cleared, All Might lay there, unconscious. Gohan barely stood, surprised to find that he was still alive from an attack like that. Just another reason why they call him the #1 hero. Except, he could barely keep his normal form intact. If only his body didn't reject those sensu beans.
Curse this plastic stomach of mine.
Little did everyone know, something else snuck out from Kodagiri's gates.
Hey, ugly!
But Nomu turned around to find 2 loaded gauntlets staring him back in the face.
Die!
It was a direct shot at the monster's face, sending him back a good few feet.
Akuko?
Did you just save?
Shut up! If you think I'm gonna let them kill All Might, you're dead-ass wrong! Now get the hell to safety!
Wow, thanks. Our savior.
Hey, weird alien girl! Heads up!
Mina catches the bag of sensus.
Huh?
You can all thank me by leaving this to the real hero!
Hero. A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. Meanwhile, the Nomu was quite literally wiping the floor with Bakugo's face. His friends knew that he needed to act fast, as they wasted no time planning their next course of action.
No! No! No!
I'll take his figurines.
I guess I'll go with his manga. Koda, you can have his dog.
Are you guys riding his whale?
Why? Do you want anything?
My leg!
Well, she can't go wrong with a conditioner. Mina turns to the rest of her classmates, hoping that they could come up with something that'll stop this monster from harming anyone else, especially All Might.
What did Bakugo give you that's in that pouch, Mina?
I don't know. On the way here, Gohan said something about these beans being able to heal or restore someone's power or something.
She takes out one from a pouch and holds up one of the sensus.
It kind of doesn't look like much. Actually, Yaoyorozu, didn't you say your quirk needed a certain amount of food to work?
Yes, why?
Why not try a full-course meal in seconds?
Yaoyorozu looked over to Gohan, who gave her a nod and a quick thumbs up.
Go for it. We'll keep this creep busy.
All right, if you think it'll work.
The Nomu held up Bakugo's lifeless body as he limped out like a ragdoll. Midoriya stood there with Gohan as he recently recovered using one of the beans. As much as the half-Saiyan loved watching their rival get pummeled, he knew there was only one way he could step in there now.
So immature. Feel like joining your friend here? Nomu would gladly bury you along with him.
You don't have to do this, Gohan. We could still win without Super Saiyan.
No, Midoriya. My cover's already 1 foot in the grave as it is, and I can't risk anyone else getting hurt.
So, be it then.
Just when the Nomu was ready to go a second round, 3 huge missiles were fired in the monster's direction. The first one landed beneath his feet, sending him straight into the air, followed by 2 more homing in. Gohan and Midoriya saw Yaoyorozu was holding up a souped-up bazooka, all thanks to a healthy dose of sensu.
Special delivery!
Whoa!
Yo, Gohan, give me a boost.
Sure thing! Let 'em have it!
Before the Nomu landed back on the ground, Gohan froze Kirishima with great force.
Hell yeah!
But now Projectile Hero bulks himself up to land a heavier impact. The monster was completely overwhelmed by the density of Kirishima's stone body, added with the sheer speed of Gohan's throw. Kirishima steers them directly into the wall. Out from all that dust and debris, the monster now had all 4 of his limbs frozen solid. Finish him, Gohan!
I always wanted to try this. Special Beam Cannon!
Kodagiri, expecting this, already prepared another warp gate, to which Gohan was expecting he already pocket again. From behind, Nomu towered over him. Gohan spoke without looking back.
Rest in pieces.
He simply dodged to the side and finished off the monster, redirecting his attack. Seeing that this prodigy was now too much for them to handle, Shigaraki and the villains thought that they would hightail it out of there, but not before giving All Might a warning.
Until next time, All Might, we'll meet again.
The class was stoked on Gohan's well-earned victory, but he couldn't take all the praise. Still, that didn't save him from Kirishima giving him a celebratory noogie.
Oh man, Gohan, you are awesome!
Hey, come on. I wouldn't have gotten anywhere without you guys.
Midoriya, don't you have something you'd like to share with Gohan?
Oh yeah. I'm really sorry about these past few days, Gohan. It's just with
Bakugo, I feel like I have more of a need to push myself. No matter how strong as heroes we become, we should never take these threats lightly. As villains will be willing to risk anything in their power to stop us, since they have nothing else to lose. Nothing that we can say or do could ever change that philosophy. Given that same mindset, there should never be a reason for me not wanting to stop them, so I need to be ready for anything.
Based on his past experiences, courtesy of a certain prince, Gohan couldn't help but find his friend's similar situation any more relatable.
You know, I think I get it now. As a friend, I should respect that, no matter how crazy that idea may seem.
Just a friend?
The older boy gently rests his hand on the younger one's shoulder, with just the warmest look in his eyes.
Gohan, ever since that day meeting you in All Might, I don't think I could ever ask for a better little brother. I can't thank you enough.
Midoriya.
Without even much of a warning and with such a fierce speed, Gohan practically flung himself into his brother, quietly sniffling as his tears started to soak his outfit. Everyone took a minute to cherish their touching moment. Mina was practically on the verge of tears, followed by Uraraka close behind. I'm not crying, I'm crying!
Those two are too precious for this world!
Hey, it may look pretty sappy, but even Kirishima and Mr. Satan had to admit it was less manly if you denied it. I mean, sure, the kid may be a being of unstoppable galaxy-ending otherworldly cosmic power, but at the end of the day, he was still just a boy. Without Goku around, Midoriya was probably the closest person he could relate to. Little did any of them know, their moment was being watched by an unsuspecting audience brought in by Ida. Whoops. Principal Nezu decided to let the students have her moment, before having a few words with Gohan about his little beans and his quirk. Though it did get the attention of some of the staff members.
Well, you gotta admit, that kid's moves were pretty badass.
Are you kidding?
That was exhilarating! I mean, way to be professional, Snipe.
During victories like these, usually it would be All Might that would be the most congratulatory. But he figured he'd make his escape the moment he got the chance, as he was now fading fast. Speaking of secrets, Gohan and Midoriya were going to have a lot of explaining to do when they get back to UA. And that'll be it for part 7. We got 3 more to go, so we'll see you there.